Welcome back to News Now on PNC. So what do Taiwanese Aborigines have to do with Guam? Well, the native people of Taiwan are part of the Austronesian language family. The people of Indonesia, Malaysia, Polynesia, Melanesia, and Micronesia, including Guam and the Marianas, are part of the Austronesian language family. The indigenous or native tribes of Taiwan belong to what anthropologists and linguists call the Austronesian language family. This family includes Guam and the Marianas. Many anthropologists believe Austronesians originated in Taiwan before spreading out over thousands of years across Southeast Asia and into Oceania. Today, UOG professor Dr. Michael Lujan Bavacqua and the UOG Chamorro Studies program hosted some native people of Taiwan.
Oftentimes what we find is that their culture is very similar to Chamorro culture, even today. Even if the contact between Chamorros and native Taiwanese happened thousands of years ago. The language is also very similar.
In fact, here's one example. In Chamorro, betel nut is called pugwa, but when a young betel nut is mixed with lime or ofuk and wrapped in pepper leaf or papulu, it's called matmat for short, or mamaun. How do you say betel nut in your language?
Mamaun.
There are 16 officially recognized native groups of Taiwan and 10 that have not been officially recognized by the government of Taiwan. The native people of Taiwan have been marginalized in their homeland and make up only 2% of the total population. They were colonized by the Dutch, Spanish, Japanese, and now Chinese. Much like the Chamorro people, they are struggling with the loss of language and culture in a rapidly changing modern world.
A lot of our indigenous languages they're not completely lost yet, but they're kind of like in the sleeping stage. So not very different from Chamorro. So a lot of the case would be like the elders at home can still speak the language, but then the young people maybe have forgotten.
So to keep their traditions alive, students of the Donghua University practice and perpetuate native dances. And the Donghua University in Taiwan and UOG are considering developing a student exchange program between the two universities.
Well, the 2016 Festival of the Pacific Arts, or FestPac, is drawing near. For the first time ever, Guam will host this prestigious event, often called the Olympics of Pacific Culture and Arts. CAHA is taking the lead on this event, and Programming Committee Chairwoman Monica Guzman says that on Saturday they have their 15th programming meeting for FestPac. The Secretariat of the Pacific will be visiting Guam in May to see how we are preparing to host this event. During the meeting, they discussed some of the selection criteria for the Guam delegation. As the host country, Guam will get to field 500 delegates, while the other nations will only have 150 delegates.
We're just really excited because in the next few months we'll be making some announcements on the proposed venue and other logistical requirements to ensure the success of the festival.
2,500 delegates from 27 island nations will be on Guam from May 22nd to June 4th of 2016 for FestPac.
Residents packed the Aganya Shopping Center this past weekend to celebrate Mes Chamorro with a lot of food, entertainment, and art. Chamorro language teachers from the Department of Education and the University of Guam prepared and served samples of traditional Chamorro dishes for residents to enjoy, from different styles of chalaquiles to kelaguen to fried sweet potatoes. Alongside the annual food tasting event, a hut building competition and art poster contests were also held, while various cultural performances entertained the crowd.
Today is a very big event. This is actually our third event for the month of celebration Mes Chamorro. The first we had the Mass, which is on the 28th of February, and then we had the resolution on the 3rd. Today marks the third event, and there's three things happening today. The biggest event is the Tinanya Finatinas, which is the Chamorro food tasting.
All the students take part in making different types of kelaguen. We have shrimp kelaguen, we have an English kelaguen, all kelaguens that I've never heard of.
If you missed out on the weekend festivities, don't worry. The DOE Chamorro Studies Division will be hosting other events throughout Mes Chamorro. Next week, there'll be a weaving competition. The following week, a Chamorro fashion show will be held. And on the last week of March, DOE students will be cooking up their best pika dishes for Garan Kodan Pika.
2 years after work began in the restoration of the Archbishop Flores Memorial Loop, it is now being rededicated and turned over to the Guam Visitors Bureau. The Lieutenant Governor's island-wide beautification task force took the Memorial Loop under its wing, and together with the University of Guam's art students and other partners, long-term improvements were made to the monument. The site also includes a newly painted and sealed outer ring, a mural, and other features. GVB General Manager Nathan Denight spoke fondly of Archbishop Felixberto Flores.
To see this monument revitalized has special meaning to me and my family. So we want to thank everyone involved for making this happen. In fact, growing up, I called him Grandpa Bishop, and yeah, and he was just like another grandparent to me. So you know, he would come over once a week, and we'd have lunch, and it was just very fond memories of him.
Archbishop Felixberto Flores was the first Chamorro to serve as Archbishop of the Archdiocese of Agana.
And children were given 45 minutes to build a structure of their own imagination during the National Association of Women in Construction's block party over the weekend. 74 elementary students were given 100 interlocking blocks, a piece of string, a sheet of aluminum foil, and a piece of construction paper to build their structures. They then shared their designs with a local industry volunteer and were awarded based on their presentation and design. The event is meant to build interest in the future construction workforce.
Well, Rizal Romanes joins us now, and can you guess for what?
Weather?
Weather, yes.
Oh, good guess.
Rizal Romanes with weather.
Good evening and happy Monday. Welcome to PNC's weather forecast, covering for the lovely Joanna O. I'm Rizal Romanes. 3 possible weather makers are waiting for us this week, 2 of which are weak trade winds disturbances in the east, just like the 2 from the past week. These disturbances are considered pretty weak, and so we're still looking at only 20% chance of rain. NWS says expect first disturbance to arrive tonight and another one around Thursday. Also, we have a trough in the Marianas. Now, depending on the trough's move, our weekend weather will change. But as of now, it is still too early to pinpoint what the effect will be. So let's take a look at the 3-day forecast. Expect tonight and tomorrow to be mostly cloudy with isolated showers. Starting Tuesday night until Wednesday, clouds will clear up a little and skies are forecast to be partly cloudy with isolated showers. Temperatures are staying around 76 to 86 for tonight and tomorrow, but on Wednesday there will be about a 2-degree increase in highs. Winds are back to norm of 10 to 15 miles per hour range with northeast direction. However, due to the disturbance approaching, speed of winds may pick up. Saipan will be in the same conditions as Guam for all of the 3-day forecast, except for the temperatures. Expect about 1 degree lower in Saipan, which would be lows of 75 and highs of 85. Saipan 2 will have about 2-degree increase in highs on Wednesday. That's it for me, and like what Joanna does, happy Monday!